Yeah, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright, and we'll set this. Perfect. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Stoned. Today, we're playing some more Raven. I'm your host, Falsey420, as always. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right back into it from where we left off. We should be just trying to break out of this cell as Adil. Oh, that was a good one. Can't crack my fucking right side anymore for some reason. Okay, so examine the lock.
Huh. The lock looks pretty modern. Needs a small key, 5 pins. I could pick it with the right tools.
And I'm assuming they took everything off of me. Yeah, I got nothing in my inventory.
Like everything else on this ship, the bars and hinges are showing their age, but they're still much too strong for me to kick the door open.
Okay.
Someone should move that board before the nail gets stepped on. Ugh, they're really spoiling me with this cup of metallic-tasting water. If I'm really lucky, they'll toss me a few crumbs of bread. I didn't sleep a wink last night. All I could think of was Alex. It's terrible not knowing what happened. I guess this cage is some kind of detention cell for the crew. It's not the most impregnable prison in the world, but it's still a problem.
Okay, so we use the blanket with the board. Get the board.
The blanket got caught on the nail.
Perfect.
A board and a nail.
Yeah, take that nail. We got ourselves a pin.
I doubt that will work. Yep, the nail is much too thick to fit in the keyhole. I think it's working. Huh, one down.
Nice.
I'll hang it back on the frame, and if I'm lucky, no one will notice my escape.
You just pop the fucking bolts back in the hinges. Okay, here we go. Let's check the hose out. I did kind of want to.
A great threat to ships. There are fire alarms, extinguishers, and hoses everywhere nowadays.
I did kind of want to explore. Well, wait. Ooh.
These hoses are pretty versatile. They'll do at a pinch if you can't smuggle climbing ropes into the building you're planning to rob. Before I went to London to become Inch's protege, Alex and I drove through the French Riviera in this convertible. It was a wonderful week, and on the cliffs near Toulon, I asked her to marry me. But this is no time for reminiscing. There's nothing in the car that might help me. Alex is playing her role as Patricia Mayers, and she can't keep anything suspicious with her.
Still, we can use, like, extremely mundane items for what we're trying to do. I don't really want to examine the door. Let's check out the cell.
As soon as Constable Zellner and Inspector Legrand are out of danger, I'll slip back into the cell. They'll arrest the good doctor, and hopefully they'll turn a blind eye to a poor stowaway. I assume that Deputy Oliver is still standing guard. He inspected the cargo hold this morning.
Okay, let's go and check this other room here super quick.
The crane is for moving cargo from A to B within the ship. The big cranes in the harbor can't reach the corners of the cargo hold. What's this? Whoa, heavy. Everything's a bit bigger and heavier on a ship, pulleys included. Huh. What's that up there? A grate. Sunlight's shining through it. And above it, a bent pipe. This might be my way out, but I can't just break through the bars with a heavy object. Half the ship would hear the hammering.
I'm just kind of getting an eye for everything in the area, sort of thing.
Huh. A ring set into the floor. You could attach ropes or chains to it. It's set into the floor to keep people from tripping over it. A good height for attaching something to the hook.
Okay, let's use the pulley. To the floor. And then we'll use the hose to the hook. And then we'll use the hose with the pulley. And then we should be able to use the hose with the bars. Okay, so now if all goes to plan, the pulley will make it super easy for us to be able to wah that fucking thing right out of there.
Shelves for storing and securing cargo. They'd make a good ladder, too. Here goes nothing.
It's gonna be super fucking loud. Boom!
Louder than I expected. I hope no one noticed. With luck, I'll be able to warn the others about the doctor before it's too late.
Climb up the shelf and let's split. Full disclosure, cranking a monster. It's been a long day, so needed a little bit of juice for my brain.
No! Hey, you all right? That bastard didn't inject the fatal dose. You'll be back on your feet soon enough.
But...
Better take it easy while I... Oh,
Oh,
no!
shit. He's fucking escaping. He's escaping! It's all fucking hunt now, boy. Oh, Doc, I know.
Right back.
I know where you going, bro. Well, I don't technically, but I'll get you. I mean, we're on a ship. There's not a whole lot of fucking places you can go, bro. Okay, let's see. He definitely didn't go in this saloon.
Where are you?
Oh! Oh, shit!
No! Why? Can't you just leave me alone?
Did he go up? Shit! I think he went up. Oh, no.
Stay there.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It is always the same old story.
What old stories?
I am a decent man.
Keep him talking.
Why are you torturing me? I loved her. She betrayed me. It was her fault. I have blood on my hands because of her.
Feel like if I do this one, he may jump. But I also feel the same for this one. Real life, I'd ask who. Her
Are you
who.
talking about the Baroness?
She was her sister. I loved her. With all my heart. They were Jewish, you know? But I didn't care about that. I hid them when it became dangerous for them. I looked after them. I brought them food. I was a party member. And still, I hid her and her whole family.
That would have been
risked your
tough.
life for a woman you loved. And 30 years later, you murder her sister?
I saw her swollen belly. I was so angry. He was one of them, you know? They just used me. I hid them, brought them food, and in return they laughed about me behind my back.
What did you do?
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews. We have to burn them out.
Oh.
And that's what they did.
Fuck, bud.
Come down from there.
Why? So you can kill me?
I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Or pack me off to an Egyptian prison? Or an Israeli prison? No.
You're close enough, man. Just fucking grab him.
What do you expect? You had an entire family put to death.
I am a gentleman. And I expect that others... That they don't...
She didn't love you and was expecting a child by another man. And that's why you betrayed her.
It was her fault. She shouldn't have cheated on me. I saved her. I risked my life for her every day for 4 months.
And then you threw it all away and became a murderer.
I am not. I am...
Don't.
Yeah, well, the dead Baroness in the ship's hold proves the opposite.
I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in New York. Tried to get her family out of East Prussia, but I was able to prevent that.
You say you loved her, and yet you wanted to deny her and her family a safe life.
They were safe. I protected them. It was for their sake that I joined the party. I had contacts. I wrapped them in my protective embrace.
You didn't let her escape because you wanted to keep her close to you.
She sent photos to her sister before the war. She must have recognized me yesterday in Venice. I certainly recognized her.
The Baroness was searching through her photos. That's true.
She couldn't get me during the war. And after the war, I disappeared. Gave myself a new name, a new resume, a new life. And then, suddenly, there she was. About to ruin everything.
So, she had to die.
I didn't want that. But she gave me no choice. Why did she have to stir up old ghosts?
All right now.
No. It ends.
Don't do it, bro.
Here, now.
You're close enough. Grab him.
Kill yourself.
Isn't it obvious? He can't bear his false, hollow life anymore.
Who are you? What do you want?
A man who
Yeah.
understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward himself, who, because of wounded vanity, burdens himself with immense guilt.
Don't come any closer.
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? And you hated what you saw there.
Oh,
So
David's
you
gonna push him over the
smashed
overboard.
mirror. But the sins of the past are catching up with you now, aren't they?
No.
A skull with empty empty eyes full of fear.
Stop it.
Oh, dear, you really know how to dampen the mood. I almost had him. And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders? Are you not here to assist me?
I won't.
That wasn't a question.
It's true.
I don't want any dead bodies.
The same old story. You want success, but you don't want to get your hands dirty.
Isn't the Raven famous for that?
I do what's necessary.
No!
No. What is it then? You wanted to jump anyway, or you should at least.
Inch?
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. He needs a bit of motivation. Come on now, chop, jump.
You are the Baroness's butler, aren't you? I did not want to kill your mistress.
Oh, nonsense. Forgiven and forgotten, if you don't mind my asking.
There must be another solution.
Why are you doing this?
Nothing personal. Well, that's not entirely true. You're a miserable excuse for a human being, aren't you? But mainly, you're a means to an end. Your death will get Inspector Legrand off our backs.
The inspector? What do I have to do with him?
Your letter. The one in which you confess to being the Raven and to killing the Baroness because she saw through your ruse.
That's absurd.
Indeed it is. But people will believe almost anything if it suits them. The press will love it. Bold Inspector Legrand saves the day again.
Oh, so
Interviews,
he tipped off the
medals,
press.
urgent telegrams from the capital. Our dear friend won't be able to escape the limelight. And by the time the commotion has ended, I'll be long gone.
You can't kill him.
Why not? He's a bastard, his death will help us, and he's a witness. If we let him go, we'll both go to jail.
All the same, we're not going to kill him. You got us into this situation. And as long as I'm alive, I won't let anyone be killed in my presence.
No.
I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me. Or him.
Very well. You win.
Always fucking logic shit out. Always. Oh!
What?
Never speak to me like that again. Do you understand? I need you to steal the eye, but one day I could be overwhelmed by a feeling of hatred that will make me forget the eye. And there are worse things I could do than simply shoot you. I suggest you go back to your cell. You need to be fit for Cairo. I still have a confession to write.
Well, I figured he was gonna push him. Just, like, more of a... I don't want to say mental, but yeah, more of a mental pushing. Really. Like he was doing at the beginning. Trying to get him to feel really bad.
act.
Just, like,
The end of the
extremely
Raven.
depressed almost.
Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong and Legrand catches on? I couldn't bear it if something happened to her. I can't afford to slip up.
Mr. Jamal, I'm glad you could make it.
Let's get this over with.
Still angry on account of the good doctor?
You disgust me.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2 hours, and I of you.
What happens next?
My diversion worked wonderfully. The press has
Just
laid
stay
siege
focused.
to the French embassy,
It
and
happens.
Legrand
It's
won't
in the
be able
past.
to escape them. He should arrive in a few minutes with the safe, and then he'll have to answer ridiculous questions from reporters all afternoon.
That's why we're striking now.
A regrettable necessity. I would have preferred to make my grand entrance this evening at the gala. But yes, we will strike as soon as the safe is in the treasure chamber and Legrand has left.
Have you already met your Mr. X?
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak. He put the blueprints under the statue of Imhotep.
Blueprints?
A sketch of the museum, not the kind you can get just anywhere. This one shows secret entrances, basements, and attic rooms that the Resistance used during the war.
That's what it was about.
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be marked on the blueprints. Open it and give me a sign.
What's the next step?
You'll find out when it's time.
But... will there be more deaths here in the museum?
If you follow my instructions, no.
If people are in danger, I'll call the whole thing off.
I don't kill for fun, only when it's necessary.
Is it ever really necessary?
Sometimes. Revenge, for example, when one has been betrayed.
All right then, I'll pay a visit to Imhotep and we'll meet in the basement.
Good monkey. Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed to visitors until tomorrow.
Then how...
You'll find a way.
I bet the craftsmen are nearby. If not in the museum, then somewhere around here.
Ladder right there.
I hope the owner doesn't come back while I'm tampering with the truck. Craftsmen aren't known for their calm, sympathetic natures. Locked.
Ring.
The door is closed, and I don't want to break the window. Someone might hear the sound and call the police. There's a tennis ball stuck on the tow hitch. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from the grease.
No, it's so you don't slam your fucking shin off of it.
Got it. Interesting. A fire ladder. Maybe I can get into the museum from the roof.
It's not even in neutral. How are you supposed to push it backwards? Yeah.
Nope. The handbrake is on.
Oh.
I have to improvise if I want to get into the museum. Oh, nothing. Do I need an umbrella in Cairo? Or could it help me get into the museum? A rod like that could be useful.
Put it back in the garbage. Okay, let's use the rod on the door.
I could probably reach the door lock with the rod, but how's it supposed to catch hold? The door is closed. The tennis ball is slit open, and the inside is smeared with grease. No one will ever play tennis with this now. A thick wire frame from the umbrella. It keeps it open in the wind. I don't want to crawl through stinking sewers just to get into the museum. There must be another way. Maybe I can fish something out of the sewer with the wire. Nothing. I can't even touch the bottom. It was worth a try.
Oh, Bubby! Hi, Grace.
Who's a good dog? Yeah, who's a good dog then? I like dogs. I had a border collie back home. Followed me everywhere. He was very old, but the most loyal friend you could wish for. I'd like to keep playing with the pup, but that's hardly going to get me into the museum. Yes, that might be just the thing. You want it?
Good boy. Good.
Yeah, you like that, don't ya?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun, bud. Good catch.
Good dog.
I think one more is a trophy. Oh, nope, that one was a trophy. Perfect.
Today, the museum is officially closed for preparations for the big Eye of the Sphinx exhibit.
This feels weird. Like, why is it just letting me enter the museum?
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow.
But there are visitors in the museum.
Carefully selected by Director Mokhtar. Or they have an invitation.
Is there any chance of getting such an invitation?
For you? No.
Can you please
Roasted.
let me in? My ship sails tonight, and I can't leave Egypt without having seen a mummy.
Get yourself a shovel and head for the desert. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Never mind. See you later.
Better luck next time, huh?
You're too kind.
Just gonna kick me out? Or am I in the lobby area? Okay. Nice.
A true jack of all trades.
but a master of none.
What's this? Wow, nice. I'm afraid the painter discarded the overalls because he didn't want to walk around in sweat-soaked clothes all day. Ugh. But what the heck? I have no choice. A handsome man always looks good, and the disguise works.
I want to be the master of disguise.
The handbrake is on. An expensive radio in a truck? Seems like someone has more money than they know what to do with.
I got music off, so.
I released the handbrake. That should do it.
You probably could have just jumped, bro.
The hand...
Yeah, I know the handbrake is on. Oh, my shoulder clipped through the truck for a second.
There's a small room down there. Should be the museum's treasure chamber if my sense of direction is right. Huh, cold. I'd be surprised if they needed to use it often in this climate. Nothing out of the ordinary. Someone scratched a triangle into the stone. Could that mean something? Won't budge. Guessing won't get me where I need to be. I need to get the blueprints from Mr. X. According to Inch, they show the secret passages in the building, and hopefully instructions for getting into them. No sign of the Eye, or Legrand. Shouldn't be much longer before they arrive. No sign... Guessing won't... I need to get the...
So why am I up here then?
Guessing... I need to...
I had to go up there to do something in order to progress the next little bit, but still.
The door is slightly open.
Maybe there's something in here I missed. No.
The handbrake is on. The Sphinx. Good dog. Next attempt.
It's me, a painter. And that's my
The museum is
painter's
closed
impression.
today. Come back tomorrow. Or are you one of the craftsmen?
Of course I'm a craftsman.
All right. Your company is not on the list.
Damn.
But it must be on the list. My boss told me everything was taken care of.
And mine told me that nobody gets in if they're not on the list. Bye.
Damn. I think I fucked that up.
This little dog is crazy about the ball. Maybe I can somehow use that to my advantage. Well, who wants to become an accomplice in a burglary? Yes, who wants to be an accomplice?
Oh?
What are you doing? Come here, you... Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck.
That
even if it
doesn't make
costs me
sense.
my job.
Oh.
You made yourself an enemy, pup.
So he does know that it's his boss's.
Stupid mutt. I'll get you this time.
Yeah. Okay, Emotep. Emotep is downstairs if I can remember correctly. Oh, I gotta knock him out. I think I did that before. Or, not did it, but I'm gonna have to do it. Really? You're not gonna get up to the coffee machine? I think this is pushing it. Must have been the wind. Oh.
Oh, what the hell? Ah! Ugh.
Nice.
This is my chance.
Alright, here we go. Let's try it again.
Weren't you just here?
I talked to my boss again. He said we must be on the list.
Your boss can come and see for himself. There is no Hamids.
Uh-huh.
My co-worker's handwriting. I can hardly make out a single word. Hamids. Ah, yes. Here. Here, put this on.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, many thanks. The author's companion. She seems to be waiting for something. Maybe she's waiting for the safe, too. I wouldn't have thought she'd be so interested in the jewel. The eye hasn't taken its place in the treasure chamber yet. I'd better not show my face there. The room is under video surveillance.
Shit, yeah. I forgot about that. That's why I'm not a thief. Oh, that's the bus downstairs. Where I teach the little kid bad words. Sneak behind this old lady.
I better stay away from her. There's always a risk that someone observant might recognize me, and I bet that the lady is a very good observer.
100%. Guaranteed. Imhotep.
Imhotep. Imhotep.
There should be a Noxinamon here, too.
All right, I've got the blueprints. And since I'm a craftsman, it won't seem suspicious if I study them. Here's the treasure chamber. There's another room beneath it. And here's the entrance, somewhere near the statue. And there seems to be another entrance that...
What are you doing there?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
What's going on? And what happened on the ship?
Everything is all right. I was able to stop the
That's all I
doctor.
can think of is the mummy lines.
You mean he...
Hibun Setna! Hibun Setna!
And he won't even tell me his plan. I'm supposed to get these blueprints and open a secret entrance to the basement.
It's a
beneath
bird,
the
it's a
treasure
stork!
A basement under the
a
treasure
manifest!
chamber.
I didn't know about that before. Inch somehow heard about it, and Mr. X took care of the rest.
What's he planning?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me neither. The blueprints show the basement below the treasure chamber, and two entrances. One of them is over there, but it seems to be closed.
And the other?
It's on the roof, and there are stairs from an attic down to the basement.
And how are you supposed to get into the attic?
That's the question. There's a small triangle here on the roof with 3 numbers next to it. 3, 6, and 2.
Some kind of code.
I'll have a look around. It'll be okay.
I wish I had your confidence.
It's time for the grand finale. Don't you agree?
Take care of yourself.
You too. A plan always seems much easier when you're just talking about it, doesn't it?
Yes, but not half as exciting.
Okay, I have to open the door to the basement. Let's go. The secret entrance to the basement must be behind the statue. It's well disguised. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone undetected for decades.
I don't think I get this one. Because
I can't
it's
see
still
anything.
locked.
No cracks, no handle.
Like, for Constable Zellner, it's still locked and closed. So I think I go to the roof for it. Now we got digits anyways, numbers and stuff. So that's alright. Do 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 do. No, I don't want that.
The secret blueprints for the museum show a basement below the treasure. One entrance is in the second can...
Parkour!
The secret passage is somewhere around here on the blueprints. And so is the triangle scratched into the stone.
What was it? 3...
Ah. Very good. Maybe
2?
this one. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. Aha. That's the same triangle as on the blueprints. The numbers 3, 6, and 2 are written
6.
next to it. I can't read anything else. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong.
So it was...
Aha. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. That's the same the numbers 3, 6, and... Aha. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. Aha!
Here we go.
There we go. The digits are written from right to left. In this part of the world, they read from right to left.
I wasn't even thinking that. I just brute forced it. Fuck it. Oh. You're such a weirdo.
I'm in the museum. Well, sort of.
What a little fucking vacuum.
The electrical cables don't seem like they were meant to be permanent. Probably they secretly tapped the museum's electricity. Maybe the bulb still works, but it's bright enough in here already. Old technical equipment. Inch said something about an underground that operated here in the museum during the war. Could have been a radio installation. Would have been the perfect place for it, so high above the city. There's enough light. Maybe the bulb still... That's tar paper, I think. Maybe it's for covering all those holes in the roof. A big heavy roll of rough tar paper, probably put there decades ago and then forgotten.
Alright, it's definitely this hatch here.
According to the blueprints, the stairs lead from the attic down to the secret basement.
Oh, we're catching up.
Pitch black in here.
So fucking dork.
Here we go. I think it's... nothing. Here we go. I think it's... nothing. The lamp was removed. You can still see the holes that the screws left. The
Can
cable
you?
was cleanly severed. The lamp was... the cable... Here we go. I think it's... nothing.
I think I need the lamp.
I don't need artificial... It doesn't make sense to...
See, I would hate to have to do this in the dark. I mean, it pretty much looks like this. Yeah, see, like this.
I could connect the cables to each other, but I'd need to strip the insulation from the cables on the wall and the lamp.
Okay, so let's do that.
I should be able to remove the insulation with this knife.
I'm like right
Okay.
here.
Plus and minus are exposed. Okay. I'll twist the wires from the lamp
See, right
cord
where that light is.
together with the wires from the electrical cable. Let there be light! Bam! think the contact is dirty. I was right. The lower contact is coated with rust. The current can't flow properly, and sooner or later the bulb will burn out. The bulb is dirty, but apart from that, it still looks good. The contact on the base is very rusty, though. There's current in the...
Okay, let's go upstairs. Maybe there's something upstairs that I can find. Or clean with or something.
The bulb is dirty. The contact... A big heavy... Maybe I can... Yes, I can use it to rub the rust off. That should do it.
Alright, let's go plug this bad boy in. And we can finally see.
One more try. There we go.
Yeah. It's the most I've been able to see down here ever.
If it wasn't so dusty, I could easily imagine someone had been using it. What kind of stories could this room tell? About desperation, anger, triumph?
So this is the door that we had to fix earlier as Constable Zellner. This right here. They're giving me a different view of the room though. I'm slightly turned. Like I'm in like this corner more so. Before I was like over here kinda facing this way. With like this.
According to the blueprints, there's supposed to be a secret door here leading into the main hall. Huh, this must be the locking mechanism. Careful now. What the... What are you doing here? What if Inch sees you? No.
I'm sorry. He caught me.
Ain't seen it.
You and your little girlfriend. You thought you could go behind my back?
Inch, no.
You deserve to die, here and now. But then I wouldn't get the eye.
Don't hurt her, please.
We'll see. Get moving.
Oh, is this one of those he's gonna remember all the times I was a douchebag to him? Because I didn't apologize and stuff. I probably should have apologized now.
And now?
Cover to the chair.
No!
Patricia!
To the chair!
Oh, no!
Enough! You have one and only one chance of getting out of this alive. Do what I tell you to do. Tie her to the chair.
It seems we underestimated you, Inch.
A fool's mistake. You should have known better.
I'm sorry, Patricia. Please don't hurt her. I beg you.
The handcuffs, now.
I don't think I get the handcuffs off on him. I think he shoots. Because, so I'm going a little meta here. We end up doing the shit with Zellner, and then the bomb goes off, and then we come up here and find him. So, see, there it says try. So that makes me feel like we're not successful at all. Let's just tie her up, unfortunately, until we get a better opportunity at this point, because we're still pretty far away.
I'm sorry.
And I also don't want her to get shot.
I love
Oh, I got like kind of bright in there. This must be where they touched it up.
Look at her. Remember this scene? If you try to screw me, then...
What's the next step? What's the plan?
Everything
just
you
go with
need
it.
is in the bag. The eye will be delivered at any moment. You abseil from the roof into the treasure chamber.
And the display case's alarm system?
The alarm will go off, but I'll ensure that the only effect will be that the security barricades in the treasure chamber close.
How will you manage that?
Let me worry about that, just like the guards. You'll have several minutes to break into the display case and climb back to the roof.
Okay.
How am I supposed to break into the display case? It's protected by bulletproof glass.
You'll find everything you need in the bag. A clever fellow like you will know what to do with it.
And once I have the jewel, what next? By the time I get back to the roof, the museum will be surrounded by policemen.
Correct. Escaping from the museum is impossible.
That means I stay inside the museum.
There's a bag in the basement with food and water for you and your girlfriend. I'm sure you'll find a way to pass the time for a couple of days. The police will search the whole city for the eye, but not the museum.
And once the museum's open to visitors again, Patricia and I will walk out through the secret door in the main hall to our freedom.
I'll be watching you every step of the way. You'll deliver the jewel, and then we'll never see each other again.
So yeah, he's obviously going to let us go at this point in time because he expects us to stay in it with the... So he's going to have to wait until we bring him the jewel.
How did you find out about our plan?
By chance, I must admit. I hadn't anticipated it. I didn't think that you'd build up my trust for months just to betray me.
You have to be patient if you want to steal the eyes of the Sphinx.
A virtue youth normally lacks. It's a pity we have to go our separate ways after this little incident.
I can hardly wait.
These both seem stupid.
Please, let Patricia go. You've got me.
A fascinating young lady. Clever, skillful, beautiful. What's she doing with a chap like you? Are you sure you're not
That's
just
hilarious.
a pawn in her game?
Let her go.
As soon as you
Oh, we
bring me the
probably are.
second
That's
eye-
just how it works.
If we do everything you ask, will you let us go?
I'm a poor loser, but a generous winner.
The plan might work, I must admit.
The plan will work. You'll see to that, or she'll suffer the consequences. Let's go.
Dun,
The clock is
dun.
ticking. I have to take care of the guards and the alarm system.
It'll all work out in the end.
I mean, take care of yourself.
If you should open this door without the Eye of the Sphinx in your bag, I'll shoot first and then ask what went wrong.
Sir, yes, sir. Wait,
You're
I
not
don't
planning on
remember
letting us go, are you?
her
I
being in
need
the
a
room.
scapegoat. Otherwise, the traitor would already be dead.
He doesn't understand because he doesn't think like you.
You messed with the wrong man, and now you have to suffer the consequences.
Alright, let's see what we're working with here.
Climbing equipment, including a rope, a cloth bag. Huh? A pack of gum. Why did Inch put a pack of gum in a cloth bag? That's all. Climbing equipment and a pack of chewing gum. I'm beginning to feel under-equipped for this burglary. Looks like I'll have to improvise.
We always
There's nothing else
improvise.
in the bag, and I don't need the bag itself. This is the same climbing equipment that I wore for the burglary in London, only the mask is missing. Does Inch want to make sure that the security cameras can see my handsome face? A good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down into the treasure chamber. I'll leave it there until...
Okay. No, stop!
I can see the treasure chamber. There are several people moving around down there. I think the eye is being delivered. A crank. Something for opening windows that are too heavy to move with your hands. Your new home. Maybe the tap is meant to depressurize the water tank if it rains too much. Or it's just a practical way for the window washers to get some fresh water up here. A small cloth bag that can be drawn together at the top. Only one piece left. What's this? Unless this is the most expensive chewing gum commercial ever, Inch wanted me to find the diamond. I'm sure it's not a reward for all my hard work. This window can be opened. Must be an entrance for the window washers and maintenance crews when they have to work up here in the cupola.
Nice.
There's a mechanism that opens the window when you turn the crank. I see two contacts down there on the frame. There's a piece of metal stuck between them and fixed to the window. If I open the window, the piece of metal will move, breaking the circuit and setting off an alarm. Unless the guards have been notified beforehand, which is hardly an option in my case, I have to bypass the circuit.
Okay. So how do I bypass the circuit? Ooh.
How's that supposed to work? The contacts are on the other side of the window. I can't reach them. I can't cut any of the windows out of the frame, but this window has a rubber seal on the bottom and the sides. The roof of the museum is now officially drafty. Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window. Just enough to slip a couple of fingers through.
Nice. So can I do this now?
Yes, the aluminum foil might bypass the circuit. No, that's darn tight. I can override the contacts with the strip, but I can't... Oh, damn! I lost the strip! It would never have worked anyway. The gap was too small.
Damn.
I cut away as much of the seal as possible. I can't make the gap any larger with the knife. That tarp is covering something. Bucket, rags, squeegee, tools of the trade for window washers. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time, so they stashed it here. I don't need the squeegee. The bucket? Not really. This rag, on the other hand, I could wipe away fingerprints with it. Whoa, cold, dripping wet. I'm not putting it in my pocket like that. Okay, I'm in. And now back and forth and away we go. Got it. The wet rag is lying on the contacts. Excellent. No alarm.
Nice.
Okay, I don't see anyone.
So Constable Zellner and Mokhtar? Mokhtar? I think that's his name. The museum owner, director guy. Probably just left then.
Such an attempt would fail.
Oh
here.
no.
The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several 100 kilograms.
What's that? A camera?
The latest model. It's called video surveillance.
I've heard about that. The images are recorded and can be viewed again later.
That's right. Images from all 3 cameras are recorded in the guard room.
3?
Wow.
As I've said, we've spared no effort and no expense.
I think I've seen enough here. But I'm interested in something else.
The camera covers the whole room, and I don't have a mask. Just have to hope that Inch knocked out the guard in the guard room If not, he'll be on his way to check the camera soon. Here goes nothing.
Good shit.
The camera is no longer a threat. A good rope got me down safely, and it'll get me out of here when I'm done. Now or never.
Climber. That's what this one's called. Ooh, can I explore this room? I never really got to explore it with all the stuff in it.
This cordon doesn't apply to burglars.
That's not gonna work.
Of course, diamonds cut glass. And even bulletproof glass is softer than a diamond, but the diamond is tiny. I can barely hold it, and I need to do more than just scratch the glass. Every time I don't have the knife with me, I need it. Does this mean that I won't need it, since I have it with me this time? As a visitor, I'd only have eyes for the jewel. As a burglar, though, I'm more interested in the bulletproof glass, about half an inch thick. There's no glass cutter that could do the job. Someone could come back any moment, and then I'll have another problem. I need to hurry. All right then, bulletproof glass. How can I get past it? All right. Diamond is the hardest. Even if I can't break into it, at least I managed to deface it. I'll press the diamond into the chewing gum with the tip towards the window. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. No, no! He wants to lock me in. But why? He doesn't have the jewel yet. What is he... Oh, no.
Okay. I think we're officially caught up.
Oh, my head hurts.
That show was called Walking Dead.
Me from flying debris. The ancient Egyptians knew their stuff. Inch blew the place up without a second thought for the other exhibits. Everything's destroyed. Priceless works of art, centuries old. Nothing is sacred to Inch. Constable Oliver, he's totally focused on the hole in the floor. This is the opposite of a clever burglary. Inch must have decided to do it the violent way as soon as he realized he couldn't count on it.
So he's already thrown his light down.
And been the scapegoat.
He's up there, Robert. I know it.
Maybe. Go to the guard room and open the gates.
Tell the director.
Zelna, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
I've got everything under control.
Sorry, Constable. He's unconscious. He'll wake up with a headache in a few minutes. There is no other way.
Sure, Constable. Da-da-da-da. Copyright. Not the
How
song
did you
everyone
do it?
likes.
How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness and the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting.
Yeah, see,
He's
she's
quite
not here.
talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.
Oh!
No! Stupid little policeman. He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
You aren't the Raven. The Raven would never have shot a defenseless old man.
No, he wouldn't have. But now he has. At least that's what everyone will think.
Why does that matter? Who are you?
We worked for him, for the Raven. My brother and I. He's responsible for my brother being shot and for my crippled arm. He sacrificed us.
Who? Who is the Raven?
I don't know. I never met him, and in all these years, I've never found him.
You don't
Dun,
know
dun,
who you
dun.
work for?
No one knows who the Raven is. Some
What a
say
twist.
He's dead. The fact is, he never returned to the stage after that fatal night in Paris.
So you want to lure him out of hiding?
And if anything can, it's the burglary of the century executed by another thief while using his name.
He doesn't come.
But I still got my revenge. The gentleman thief, now a bomb-throwing murderer. Oh, I do hope he is still with us, watching helplessly as I ruin his life's work, as he ruined mine. Enough chatter. I'll be going.
But why?
Your little girlfriend escaped, and if I can't eliminate all the witnesses, I can at least destroy their credibility. Why did you just shoot poor Constable Zelna, lad? They'll hang you and your accomplice. Ha ha ha!
Should have known that was going to happen. Should have known.
You've met your match, Raven. You hear me? Wherever you are, I beat you.
Bang.
Good evening, Mr. Inch. The eyes of the Sphinx, if you would be so kind.
You? That's impossible!
The jewels, now. Inch, don't move a muscle. You're under arrest.
So they're just glass on. I don't think that would break diamond. Or not diamond, but like ruby and emeralds. Might break emerald. I don't know how hard emerald is. Either that or there's a flaw in it or something. I think gems and stuff are pretty hard.
A master thief who stole 2 cheap figs and then fell to his death. A shot that no one could explain. But for the newspapers, it was the real jewels that were the heart of the story. The eyes of the Sphinx, reunited in the Egyptian Museum.
What kind of game is this?
The Raven's game.
At least you caught him. Again.
I saw the surprise and the anger in Inch's eyes. He knew he'd been played.
You don't mean...
At first they wanted us to believe that it was Gephardt. And now we're supposed to believe that it was Inch. He's still out there.
So then, who is the Raven?
Da-da-da. Who indeed?
Hello there, handsome devil.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Don't! My father will be here any moment.
Did you tell him about our engagement?
She did. I almost slipped out of character.
Oh, Daddy, we all know that would never happen. You were Anton Jakob Zellner through and through, even with the world crashing down around you.
Didn't go too badly, did it?
Well, Inch nearly blew us up, and I was almost charged with murder.
Ah, yes. Exciting, wasn't it? I haven't had fun like that since I retired.
Dr. Gebhardt nearly killed you.
Nobody could have suspected the doctor. At least we managed to clear things up quickly.
I would have preferred it if things went according to the old plan. We would have swapped the jewel aboard the ship, and Alex wouldn't have been kidnapped by Inch.
And I'd have preferred it if you hadn't given me a nasty bump on my noggin.
And what would your excuse have been for staying on board if I hadn't? Hey, I improvised.
Good point.
I was afraid Inch would realize you were wearing a bulletproof vest.
He was too confident. After he foiled your plan, he thought he had everything under control. He never really took a look at the emerald in the display case. He just assumed that they shipped the real jewel from Switzerland.
And after my little tussle with Inch, we had both jewels.
He blew half the museum to smithereens just to steal a fake.
He was always rude and insolent. I never should have worked with him. His double-dealing cost his brother's life.
And his own as well.
I'd still rather see him in jail than in a morgue.
He shouldn't have messed with the Raven.
To your retirement.
To the future.
Crazy. We were the fucking Raven the whole time. This was definitely written by M. Night Shyamalan's Shyamalan Ding Dongs.
Finally. Dear Nico, the Raven
is dead. Yet other criminals live, and they are more brutal and ruthless than he ever was. Who will stop them? It would be tragic if a good policeman failed to do so because he was hunting for a dead man and ruining himself in the process. Let the dead rest in peace. They are not coming back.
R.
No doubt. Get some sleep, bud. And that was Amateur Detective. This one is Completionist. And this one is The Raven. I did not platinum it, unfortunately. I missed a couple of the trophies throughout the middle of it. Just silly things that I didn't look at all the artifacts or whatever. All of the stuff in the museum. And I didn't figure out the last animal. I don't know how many more I missed. But no, this was a fun game. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I know it's not something that is fairly mainstream right now, but I hope you guys are enjoying a variety. That's what I am really striving for, is bringing you guys stuff that you wouldn't normally see. And honestly, that this is pretty, different. I think it was like a PS2 game or a PS3 game, I can't remember, but it was remastered, obviously. But thank you to all of these guys who created this game and brought it to us. I appreciated it. I had actually quite a bit of fun playing it. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, when my brain wasn't working the greatest. Definitely struggled on some of it, for sure, but no, I enjoyed it. The puzzles were unique. I hadn't seen a couple of them before. Storyline was pretty good, actually. They actually took some time into it. The concept was decent, but yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. And I do hope you guys enjoyed. Right now, music would be playing, but I've got that muted because we don't play that game. But no, I had so much fun, and I do hope you guys enjoyed as well. You guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know a bunch of you aren't subscribed, so I would appreciate that incredibly. And go and check out some of the other gameplays that we got going on. We've been busting out quite the bit, and this one is the last stream for the week. I'm gonna take the weekend off, obviously. Monday's stream will probably be Detroit. So that's what we got coming out, is Detroit Become Human. Stay tuned for that. I don't know if there's any sort of... There isn't, so we're just gonna let this play out. I'm gonna mute my mic and have a couple puffs, and yeah. But thank you to all of these guys. Thank you to you guys for coming out and enjoy it. I do appreciate it, as always. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Bye!